square root equations. We're gonna solve this equation. Um, we're gonna solve for x. So we're going to subtract 7 from both hand side. It's paused. Okay. Yes. So yes, we're gonna subtract 7 from both hand side. So 7 will cancel out. Root x is equal to 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. X equals 3, right?
No. What? That's the root of the square root.
X is not equal to 3. X is equal to 81. Square root of what? Results 9. 81. Yes, the answer is 81. So how we're gonna solve it? Like when you see, okay, when you see a square root, when you see a radical sign, you're going to get rid of that by taking the square of it. If you're doing it on one hand side, you have to do that on the other hand side. So since, as I mentioned before, if you don't see here anything, that means it's 2, okay? Index is 2. It's not written, but you know that's there. So they cancels out. X is equal to 9 squared. That makes 81. Any question? Question. Same way, we're adding 5 to both hand side. It cancels. You're writing, right? You're taking notes. Don't wait me to solve. You can solve it on your own. Root x is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So square root of what number makes equals 3? 9. That's right. We're going to take the square of both hand side. So it cancels out. X is equal to 3 squared. Alright, we're going to circle the question. What year was the company's profits is that much? Okay? The computer company models its profit between the years 1995 and 2010 with using that equation. So let me write it down. P is equal to, P is the profit, 1.4 times in the square root 1980. P is the profit in millions of dollars, and X is the year. So using this profit, in what year was the company's profit? $5.94 million. So what is 5.94? Which letter I'm going to substitute that? P, right? It's profit. 5.94 is equal to 1.4 x minus 1980. We're going to divide both hand side by 1.4. They will cancel out. When you divide this, what you're gonna get? Calculator. 5.94 divided by 1.4, right? 4.2, that's what you get? 4.2. So what is next? How am I going to get rid of that square root? Square, yeah? We're going to take the square of both hand side. Okay? So it will cancel out. X minus 1980 is equal to, tell me, 17.64. So then we're going to add 1980 to both hand side. 1980. So the result going to be x is equal to 19. 7.64. Rounded up 1998. In this type of questions, we're going to isolate square root. Subtract 3 from both hand side. Continue, we will subtract 3 from both hand side. is equal to 5. So what is next? Yes. So 2x minus 3, this one was 3, is equal to 25. We're going to add 3 to both hand side. We're going to divide it by 2. Now we're going to add 5 to both hand sides. They'll cancel out. Is equal to 5. We're going to take the square of both hand side. And then subtract 5. Subtract 1, I'm sorry. Subtract 1 from both hand side. And then divide by 4. So let's check that out. Is that gonna be okay? 24 plus 1, 25. Root 25 is equal to 5. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. This is right.
No, I was asking Altu.
Mr. Altu? Now, new question type. New question type. Over here. So, what do you suggest? Perfect. Just take the square of the both hand side.
Oh, what?
You can do it.
I'm also here looking at Gene.
Okay. Or what else we can do? Let's add root x to both hand side first, then square it. It's going to be more easier. Okay. Let's add root x to both hand side, and then take the square of it. Let me write on over here. I need a little bit more room on that question. X plus 1. Okay, now I can take the square of both hand side. Okay, so okay, the left hand side is easy. It's so easy. Just get rid of that square root, right? And the second part, who remembers that? Who's gonna help me? Remember the rule that I taught before, like this. 2x plus y. Who's gonna tell me how to take the square of this? Take the first term squared. Take the second term squared and multiply 2 of them, right? Multiply first and second term, and who remembers? Multiply by 2. Excellent. Good job, Jared. Multiply by 2. Okay, let's apply this. Let's get back to the original question. Apply the rule. Okay. Take this first term. Oh, that was I just made it up, this question, to remind you the rule. Okay? So, take the first term square. Who's going to tell me first term square? X. Take the second term square. 1. Multiply first and second term. 1 times root x is equal to 1 times root x is equal to, yes, let me do that. Root x times 1 itself, right? And then double that times 2. Do not square, times 2. Okay? So let me, I don't need that line. So we got the square of the second portion. Okay, we're going to, can I simplify these? So 1 kilograms on both hand side of the balance scale, they've gone. And then I'm going to subtract x from both hand side. And let me see what I'm gonna get. X is equal to 2 root x. X is equal to 0. Can I say that? Substitute 0. That works. Just keep that in mind. Okay, it's not necessary. Now, what is next? Subtract. I'm going to make that equal 0. I'm going to make that equal 0. X minus 2 root x is equal to 0. Yes, it's long. This one is longer. I agree. And what is common here? X and root x. What is common? Root x is common for both. Root x minus 2 is equal to 0. Since this is multiplication, and you're multiplying two numbers and getting 0 at the end, that means each of them supposed to be 0 for 0 separately. Root x is equal to 0. Root x minus 2 is equal to 0. From here, x is equal to 0. I'm going to add 2 to both hand sides. So x is equal to, tell me. So, take the square of both hand sides. Okay, apply the technique. Take the first term square. Did you understand? I'm taking the square of this. Since this is a minus b parentheses square, I'm going to apply the technique. Take the first term square. Here you go. And then take the second term square. What is the second term is here? What is the square of it? X. Multiply two of them. Yeah, this is complicated. 5x plus 4 times x. Okay, we're going to multiply two of them. I'm doing this.
So wouldn't you just be able to do? But wouldn't you just do it individually? Yeah.
Do what?
Wouldn't you just get like 5x plus 8?
In order to find the one side of the area, which is square, I'm supposed to take square root of this number. 7 to 25. What was that? 8.5 is one side. So what is the perimeter going to be? What operation? Times 4, correct?
Yeah.
Or 8, 2 of them makes 16.5, 2.5 makes 1. 16 plus 1, 17. 17 times 2, 34.
That's crazy.
Okay? Similar question here. One step more little bit complicated. One step complicated. Okay, the rug is twice as long as its wide. If I call the wide x, what should I call?
X times 2.
X times 2. 2x. That's the question telling me. Rug is twice as long as its wide. So area is given. Okay? So what is the perimeter? Similar question. What is the area of the rectangle? What is the formula? Length times width, correct?
Yeah.
And it's given 76.88. 2 times x squared is equal to 76.88. Did you understand that portion?
And then you go
Then you, before that, do divide both hand side by 2. Then you can do that. That makes 35 plus 3, 38.44.
Yeah.
Then root 6.2. So is that the answer? So what is the question?
What is the perimeter?
Perimeter, right? So how many x?
5, 6, on the bottom.
2x here, 4x, 5x, 6x times 6.
Yeah.
See, we're faster than calculators. Okay, I'm going to add 2 to both hand sides. And then, what is the sign in between? Multiplication. Inverse operation of multiplication is root x is equal to 5. X is equal to Similar question. Subtract root p is equal to 10. P is equal to I'm going to take the square of both hand sides. Take the first term square. Take the second term square. Multiply the first and second term. Y times 1 is equal to y times 2 is equal to, when you're there's, since there's index is 2, cancels out. And I'm going to get y's, I'm going to make them equal 0, okay? Make them equal 0, how? Like that. So it's gonna be equal 0, okay? Clear? After this, I'm going to add 4y. 4y plus 2y is equal to 6y. I'm going to subtract 28. Negative 27, you're right. So you know how to factor. Either you put your calculator or do this. 3 times 9 is equal to 27. And this is plus, this is minus. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. That means it's right. Then you're going to write straight across. And y plus 9 equals 0. Y is equal to 3. Y is equal to negative 9. And we're going to plug those in back. Is that going to work or not? We're going to plug in 3 now. Let me get 3 plus 1 equals 4. Is that equal? 3 times negative 4, negative 12. 28 minus 12 is equal to 16. Root 16 is equal to 4. This is right. And let me plug in negative 9 here. Negative 9 plus 1 is equal to that. Negative 8 is equal to. So in this case, you guys doesn't need to think anything else. Remember this square root function, parent function graph. It starts from 0 going up. Square roots cannot be equal negative. It may satisfy or not, but there is no solution. No solution, because square root of whatever is that cannot be equal negative. You are going to take the square of both hand sides. K is equal to 8 times root p. Since this is multiplication, you know the inverse operation of it. Divided by 8. And root p is equal to k over 8, correct? Yes. Square of it. Square of both hand sides. So what is that equal? K square is over, not 8, right? K square over 64, because 2 will affect both. Since it's outside, that square will affect both of them, right, Ömer? What are you watching? Is equal to D.